For over 4,500 years, it has stood as the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Giza. A monument of 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing over 80 tons, assembled with a precision that baffles modern engineering. We are told it is a tomb, a spectacular megalithic headstone for a single pharaoh, Khufu. This is the story written in our textbooks, taught in our schools, and accepted as historical fact. But what if that story is wrong, or at the very least, incomplete? What if the greatest secret of the pyramid isn't who it was built for, but what it was built to do? What if it wasn't a tomb for the dead, but a machine for the living? For centuries, mystics, researchers, and rogue scholars have whispered of another answer. They speak of a power source, a resonance chamber, a device for spiritual transcendence. But these claims have always lacked one thing: a how-to manual. Or have they? What if the blueprint for understanding the Great Pyramid was not carved into its walls, but written on a set of forbidden, impossibly ancient artifacts? A text that claims to be the very god who built civilization in Egypt, Thoth, the Atlantean. This is the story of the Emerald Tablets, and this is the secret they reveal about the true purpose hidden not in, but beneath the Giza Plateau. The secret that, if true, could rewrite human history forever.
So, what are the Emerald Tablets? To understand their connection to the pyramids, we must first understand their myth. The legend begins not in the deserts of Egypt, but in a civilization that, according to myth, vanished beneath the waves: Atlantis. The story, passed down through esoteric traditions, tells of a priest-king named Thoth. Before the Great Flood submerged his homeland, Thoth allegedly fled, carrying with him the complete wisdom of his advanced civilization. He and his followers sailed to the land of Chem, what we now call Egypt. There he found a people in a primitive state, and over millennia he taught them. He gave them writing, hieroglyphs. He gave them mathematics, architecture, science, and the foundations of spiritual law. To the Egyptians, he was a god. To the Greeks who came later, he was known as Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes the thrice great. Before he finally ascended from the physical world, Thoth created a masterwork to preserve his knowledge. He authored a set of 13, or 12, depending on the text, tablets. These were not simple stone. The texts describe them as being made from a material unknown to us, an imperishable, alchemically transmuted substance, formed from a substance by the power of magic. They were emerald green, glowing with a strange internal light, and inscribed with a language that responded to the consciousness of the reader. For thousands of years, the tablets were hidden. Legend states they were buried in a secret tomb far beneath a temple Thoth had built. Some say they were discovered by Alexander the Great. Others claim they were unearthed by the mystic Apollonius of Tyana. The most popular translation that exists today was brought to light by a man named Maurice Doreal in the 1920s, who claimed to have been given permission to translate them from a pyramid temple in South America. This, of course, moves the story firmly into the realm of unverifiable mysticism. But here is where it gets interesting. It's not who found them, but what they say. Strip away the fantastic origin story, and the core philosophy of the Emerald Tablets is a stunningly precise and complex manual for reality. The most famous phrase, the core of Hermetic philosophy, is, "As above, so below." The tablets teach that the universe, the macrocosm, and man, the microcosm, are reflections of each other. They are built on the same geometric and energetic laws. The tablets describe a universe not of solid matter, but of vibration. All is vibration, one passage reads. The fundamental reality is consciousness, or the all, which is a great mind. Everything we see, stone, light, water, ourselves, is just this mind vibrating at different frequencies. And crucially, the tablets are a guide for mastering these frequencies. They are a manual for transcendence, for a human to raise their own vibration, master their consciousness, and achieve immortality, just as Thoth did. So, we have a text that describes a universe of vibration, geometry, and consciousness, authored by the very God said to have founded Egyptian civilization. Now, let's look at the pyramid again.
The official story of the Great Pyramid as a tomb is, to put it mildly, full of holes. If we are to believe it, we must accept a series of baffling impossibilities. First, the tomb with no body. Despite this being the grandest tomb ever built, the body of the pharaoh Khufu was never found. No mummy, no burial goods, no treasure, absolutely nothing. The central vault, the king's chamber, contains only one object, a large granite box. We call it a sarcophagus, but it is completely unadorned. No hieroglyphics, no carvings. This is bizarre for a pharaoh whose entire religion was based on elaborate preparations for the afterlife. Furthermore, this box is larger than the passageway leading to the chamber. It had to have been placed there as the pyramid was being built. Why? Why build a 15-year, multi-million-ton monument around an empty, undecorated granite box? Second, the impossible precision. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy of 3/60ths of a degree. We cannot replicate this today without GPS and satellite data. How did a Bronze Age civilization do it? Its 13-acre base is perfectly level, to within an inch. The 2.3 million blocks are cut so finely that you cannot fit a credit card between them. And then there's the detail that shouldn't exist. The pyramid doesn't have 4 sides. It has 8. Each of the 4 faces is slightly concave, a dip in the middle that is only visible from the air during the precise moment of sunrise or sunset on the spring and autumn equinoxes. This is not a mistake. It is an intentional, architectural feature of mind-boggling complexity. It serves no purpose for a tomb. It is a feature designed to mark a specific astronomical moment. Third,
The star shafts. We were told the narrow shafts leading from the king's and queen's chambers were for ventilation, but they don't lead to the outside surface. In 1964, astronomer Virginia Trimble proved they were not random. The shafts from the king's chamber pointed perfectly at the constellation Orion, which represented the god Osiris, and the star Thuban, which was the pole star at the time. The shafts from the queen's chamber pointed to Sirius, the goddess Isis, and the constellation Ursa Minor. This was not a tomb. It was a massive 480-foot-tall astronomical clock. The official story is that Egyptian pyramid building evolved, starting with the crude step pyramid of Djoser and getting better over time. But the Great Pyramid shatters this. It appears at the beginning of the Fourth Dynasty, not the end. It's like finding a brand new Ferrari in a cave 1,000 years before the invention of the wheel. The conventional story doesn't fit the facts. The tomb theory is ascientific. We have a structure of impossible precision, aligned to the stars, built around an empty box, with no record of its construction, and no body inside. So, if it's not a tomb, what is it? We are about to connect these anomalies to the forbidden text. If you appreciate this level of deep dive research and want to explore more mysteries of the ancient world, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. You won't want to miss what comes next. This is where the Emerald Tablets re-enter the story, and the connections are so profound, they are terrifying. The Emerald Tablets gave us a key, as above, so below. The universe is a system of vibration, geometry, and consciousness. Now, let's apply that key to the pyramid's anomalies. Connection 1. The resonance machine. Let's look at the materials. The internal chambers and passageways are not made of the same limestone as the exterior. They are built from massive 80-ton blocks of Aswan granite, transported from 500 miles away. Why this specific granite? It is 55% quartz crystal. Quartz is a piezoelectric material. That means when you put it under mechanical stress, like, say, the immense low-frequency vibrations from the Earth's tectonic plates, it generates an electric voltage. Now, let's look at the king's chamber. Researchers who have been allowed to conduct acoustic experiments inside have made a chilling discovery. The entire chamber is a massive sonic resonator. It is tuned to a very specific, very low frequency, the F-sharp chord. This is the exact hum or resonant frequency of the Earth itself. The Emerald Tablets said, "All is vibration." What if the pyramid is not a tomb, but a machine, a colossal passive device? Its quartz-rich granite absorbs the natural telluric energies from the Earth. The chambers, built to precise geometric ratios, amplify these vibrations, focusing them into an F-sharp hum. The pyramid was designed to vibrate in harmony with the planet. But to what end? Connection 2. The initiation device. Let's go back to that sarcophagus. The Emerald Tablets are not a physics textbook. They are a manual for transcendence, a guide for a human to raise their own consciousness. What happens to a human brain when exposed to a sustained, low-frequency, F-sharp hum? Modern science tells us it induces a state of altered consciousness. It shifts the brain from the beta state, waking life, to the theta state, the state of deep meditation, lucid dreaming, and spiritual experience. Now imagine you are a candidate for initiation. You lie in that granite box. The entire 480-foot structure above you is a lens, gathering the planet's energy and focusing it right on you. You are bathed in a vibration that physically alters your brain waves. And then, the final piece, the star shafts. The initiation would take place at a precise astronomical moment. As the planet aligned, the shafts would lock on to Orion and Sirius. As above, so below. The candidate's consciousness, already amplified by the machine, would be aimed at the stars. The pyramid wasn't built to keep a dead body in. It was built to let a living consciousness out. This was the final exam, the process described by Thoth, a way to use vibration and geometry to separate the consciousness from the physical body, to journey into the cosmos, and to return thrice great. Not a tomb, but a womb, for the birth of a God-man. Connection 3. The Hall of Records. There is one final, explosive connection. In the Emerald Tablets, Thoth writes that before he left Egypt, he stored the wisdom of the ages, the complete records of Atlantis, in a place of safety, to be found by a future generation when humanity was ready. He built the Great Pyramid over this place as a marker. For decades, this was dismissed as fantasy, until the 1930s. A psychic named Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, gave a series of trances. In them, he claimed that the records of Atlantis, a hall of records, would be found in a chamber beneath the right paw of the Sphinx. Pure fantasy, until 1991. A team led by geologist Dr. Robert Schoch and geophysicist Dr. Thomas Dobecki conducted seismic surveys around the Sphinx. They were looking for erosion patterns, but they found something else. Exactly where Cayce had predicted, in a rectangular area beneath the front paws of the Sphinx, their instruments registered a large, man-made, hollow chamber, a perfect rectangle, about 25 feet by 40 feet. It is not a natural formation. The Egyptian authorities, led by Zahi Hawass, immediately shut down all further exploration. No one has been allowed to drill. The chamber remains sealed to this day. The Emerald Tablets are the index, the pyramid is the machine, and the Hall of Records is the library. The secret is not in the pyramid, it is beneath it, and the tablets are the only key. We began with a monument of stone. We end with a device of consciousness. The Great Pyramid of Giza is not a silent tomb, it is a message. It is a piece of technology so advanced we have mistaken it for a primitive grave. It is a mirror reflecting a lost science, a science of energy, frequency, and vibration. The Emerald Tablets, whether they are a literal artifact from Atlantis or a brilliant coded philosophy, gave us the lens to read that message. They tell us that the ancient masters understood the cosmos in a way we have only just begun to rediscover. They understood that as above, so below was the ultimate law. That to build a structure that mirrored the stars, you could create a device that mirrored the soul. The secret that lies beneath the pyramid is not gold or mummies or even a lost library. It's the knowledge that we are more than just flesh, that we are resonant beings connected to the stars and to the earth. Perhaps the true purpose of the Great Pyramid was to remind us, to stand for 10,000 years, waiting for a generation like ours to finally be ready to understand. The secret beneath the pyramid is the key to unlocking the power within ourselves. But what do you believe? Is the Great Pyramid a machine? Is the Hall of Records waiting to be opened? Or is this all just fascinating mythology? Let us know your theory in the comments below. We read every one.